But for now, we will decide today's agreements. We talked about many issues, aborting Duolingo, aborting the teaching in the classrooms, but I would like to ask you what, from what we learned today and what we talked about today, what do you compromise? What would be your agreements for us? So we can start registering it, and tomorrow we can close the bill for today. I heard in the morning that you would like to get more hours to teach Duolingo. Is that okay? Okay, but in order to accomplish this, what do you think we need? Do we need to do an official request, or how would this work? To get more hours to give Duolingo. Any ideas or any feedback? Yes, to get more hours so the students can practice more Duolingo. Not exactly Duolingo, just English. Okay. Who would like to retract this feedback?
I think Duolingo is very important application, and we can use it, but independent from our classes. We need at least 5 hours with our students to accomplish our programs, and a part of that, we can have Duolingo. They can practice in their houses, or as someone says, in the bus, in transportation, or another times. Maybe in the breaks they are practicing Duolingo in the school. So that is very different in my opinion. Something is for our English classes and something for the Duolingo application. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, teacher. We need 5 hours a week, you say, right? At least. Now we have 3, right? I heard correctly? Okay, so who do you think we need to ask this request? Like, what authority would you ask this? Okay? Okay, so we compromised to do this request. So we need to investigate what other paperwork needs to be done in order to do this request to improve the English hours. Thank you, teachers. What else can you rescue from this meeting?
Another one is to start English from first semester to sixth.
From first semester, since they get in, they should start learning English, right? Okay, so who do you think we can ask this? Also, Secretaria Académica, or do you know any other authority we can ask this issue?
I was thinking that probably Secretaría Académica are the ones that are taking this kind of, they're making this kind of decision. But my question for you guys that are working in Oficinas Nacionales, who is making this decision?
We will pass these agreements to our different authorities, so we can give the follow-up to these agreements.
Well, but it doesn't answer the question. My question is again, who is making the decision? Because you're working there, right?
Yes.
So, who is making this decision? Is it making Roger Frias? Is it making Candita? Who is making
exactly.
this kind of decision?
Okay,
Right?
I understand the question. Exactly one specific person, I couldn't ask
All right.
that question because that is an information I don't have at the moment.
Okay.
But I will check it, so maybe tomorrow we can ask this question. I will investigate exactly which person is responsible to do all
To do that kind of things. All right.
these decisions. But today, right now, we are working on like resume all our agreements and everything that we saw today.
This is very important because if we are asking the right person, right,
Yes,
so it's gonna
exactly.
happen. Because probably if I need, I don't know, probably tools or materials for teaching English, but I'm asking the janitor in the school, so he's not gonna give it.
Yes,
me, right?
exactly. Yeah,
so
you're
that's
right.
why it's very important that you guys tell us who are we going to ask this kind of issues in order that we can really get a result.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I will pass this resume from today to my authorities, so we can make sure that the agreements were made. Okay. Yes.
I be proposing an English room.
English room.
Yes, an only English room because it's easier that the students make and have an environment in English, just in English.
Okay.
Or
You're
a lab or an
proposing
English lab, I don't know.
English lab. Okay. Do you propose this so the students can work fully in English, not speaking Spanish, doing activities in English? Okay. All the visual materials and okay, I can add that. So, anyone else?
It's the same I wanted to comment because sometimes at the schools we have an informatic lab, but they use for the subject and material. So English teachers need to have an English lab exclusively for our. So see, it is good to appear there that we have to have an English lab.
Okay. Yes, with the mic, please. Thank you.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. In Guanajuato, when I was there, I thought, we had the self-access center. In that place, students can go whenever they want. Well, they had to start at certain hour and finish because they open and they close. But they could go any moment that they wanted, that they decided that they could do there whatever they wanted. If they wanted to belong to a club, English conversation club or reading books, etc. And that's a good place where they can start learning English. If they want to, if we have Duolingo in that place, they can do it whenever they want to. And they cannot give this excuse that they don't have internet in their houses. So they can do it in the school the moment that they decide. I don't know. I think this can be the room, well, the self-access center can be the place where the students can go and we can work with them too. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. That's a very good idea, the English room. So let's add it, and we will see what we can do about it. Do you have any other? Please.
Okay, just for the record, Duolingo is a good app, but maybe we have to, we must be aware that Duolingo doesn't match with our program, and the methodology is totally different. So we can use the application, but be aware of that. Maybe why not? Maybe as a crazy idea, why not CONALEP design its or platform.
Its
For
own
English, it will be a
application.
great idea. I think so.
Okay. Okay, and what do you think that would be needed in order to make that platform? Do you think what information do you need, or what permits would you need in order to make that platform or that app?
Well, for example, we can produce as a teachers videos, no? At activities or readings in our platforms, English platforms, following the program. No?
Okay.
I don't know. I think we can produce a lot of material.
Okay.
Not only Duolingo. Duolingo is good, but not for the students.
Yeah, I can see your point. We know that Duolingo it's not the main the main way to teach English here in Conalep. However, it's a good tool. You can use it, and the good thing is that it's for free. So you can encourage your students to practice. However, it's a good idea, the Conalep app. We would need to reinforce this idea, to investigate what would be needed in order to accomplish it. Yes.
Um, I think that so far we have been mentioning things that we request. I mean, if we read, you see, we're saying we request more time for us to teach English. We request that English is taught since first semester. We request an English room. We request this and that. So we gotta think, we as teachers, what we can do ourselves to two things: to improve our own language proficiency, and second, to improve our methodology. So I really would like to, I don't know, to say something about it. I mean,
Yes.
if it is possible for us as English teacher to seek for a course, a session, academic Saturday in Mextizel, those in February, the British Council held the B-Belt, for it's a conference for English teachers. In July, there is a conference. It's going to be held in Mexico City. It's an international conference. It is held every 2 years. Last session was in Uruguay, and that's when it's going to be in Mexico City, and that is LAPSI. And the last time that it was in Mexico, it was like 15 years ago. So we as an English teachers have to look for options, like alternatives for us to improve.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Do you all agree right there that we have to look for more courses and more trainings in order to improve? Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else? What is what? Sorry. SAC. It's abbreviation for Secretaria Académica. I was, yes, I was going to tell you one agreement from our side. Not everyone here is in the WhatsApp group, right? Okay, so one agreement from our side is to recollect all your numbers, so we can add you to the group, and we will be in constant communication. Also, if any one of you knows about a training or a conference, as the teacher was saying, you can send the information so everyone is aware and can attend. Okay, so at the end of this meeting tomorrow, I will collect all your numbers. Okay, so we can add you to the WhatsApp group. Anyone else? Another agreement? Yes.
Okay, well, I'm feeling like a boy with Santa Claus because it's necessary, believe me, it's necessary to change the programs, it's necessary to change the reviews, all the programs, because we need to change. Another point I would like to say, what happened, I don't know if you know, what happened with Tell Me More. Tell Me More, it's another platform that it's excellent. We were working with that, but after that it finished. I don't know what happened, but it's a course that has all abilities that we can do it. It's a good program. In my own opinion, is better than Duolingo. I don't know.
It's Tell
but
Me
it's
More,
a
the
good-
name
Tell Me
of
More,
the
it's a good
platform.
program. We
Okay.
had on the lab, we had on our lab, but I don't know what happened, but now we can't work with that.
Okay, did anyone else know this Tell Me More platform? Or knows what happened with it? Do you know? Hold on please with the mic, thank you.
There are many options of software that you can use. For example, Tell Me More or Rosetta Stone. And there are many in the market. If you want to search for something like that, it will be great.
Okay, but do you know why the teachers can't use it anymore, or?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I think that CONALEP, we don't have the permission to have the software installing of softwares.
Okay.
In the computers, I think so.
Okay.
You need to pay, so I think that's the
Yes.
problem.
Yes, that's the constant problem, right? Okay, over there, please.
Okay, I have a question with the last point, change the programs.
Yes.
I heard in the last week at the mathematics meeting that the programs will change in the 2018, I think so. But we will have some campus in the pilots forms. And I don't know if the English programs will change in these pilots or what is the program? I don't know if the program in this year will be approved or we are going to continue working with the same syllabus or program.
Well, I think we are continue to work with it until 2018. But also, I would like to ask you, teacher, what do you mean by change the program? Can you be more specific? Change what? What thing or what?
Yes, because when we are on the 5th semester, I believe, we finished the future. And after that, it's only the curriculum. So I believe we need more, because I had a student there for the another school, the how do you say? Bachillerato, that is different to CETIS. The program is very different. They have more they are more advanced than we, another level. So I would like to change, because I believe that in the 5th semester we have only future, so we need more topics.
Okay, so you would need the program to be more advanced than it already is, to improve. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
We have a participation there and there.
Okay, it's only for the topics, I think so. Change the programs are the content. For example, the students that studies at 4th semester is the past, and in 5th semester we check the reported speech, but we need to check the past perfect and other kind of topics. So I think so. So that's the change the program, the topics, because we need to students in an advanced level, but we don't have some topics. Like for example, the second conditional, we need to the first and zero conditional, and we don't have in the program. I think so in the context.
Okay, okay, so that's what you meant by changing the programs and improving. Okay. Okay, teacher, did you have a feedback? Or?
Just it's the same. It's not change, well, just change, but not at all. It's more improve and got give the sequence because looks like you took this topic, took another, and put them together instead of be a sequence of topics that have related with the grammatical context.
Okay.
So it's more that improve, I don't know, check the background and then make a sequence program.
Okay.
Or, yes.
Okay. So what do you think that needs to be done in order to achieve this? Because well, it looks like change the program, improve the program, but what do we need to do in order to make this request? Yes.
My idea is that, for example, on the second semester, we focus 30 or 40% in speaking, and then 60% in grammar, and then we can change in the third semester that kind of things. Well, that's my idea, because in sixth semester, the requirements for the students is that they have to expose about energy sources and they have to speak, but they don't practice it much during the second semester to fifth semester.
Okay, so you would suggest that to have more practice of the language, right? Okay. One thing I saw in the group, I think it was last week, one of you suggested to do contests about spelling bee and vocabulary. I would like for us to focus on that idea and to receive your feedback about what ideas do you have, how do you think it would be accomplished, this. Back there, please.
In another kind of states, for example, Mexico State and Morelos, I think so. They work with the spelling bee contest.
Okay, and how do you suggest it would work to make a convocatory or? Okay, right here, please.
I think that for that kind of contest, spelling verbs and vocabulary, should be an invitation or with dates and everything in order to make it in each branch and some make them together and have an, I don't know, national contest in order that the students get involved and get interested and learn the English language. Just not as they should be. They want to learn it in order to have, I don't know, a prize or a monetary
An incentive, so they can.
Something like that. Even, I don't know, I used to do speaking, reading contest and oratory contest. There is more, it's not too advanced, but I think that we can apply it in CONALEP program in order that they can express and they lose the afraid to speak in English and to get mistake with it.
Okay, okay, thank you. That's a good idea. We are registering it, so we can refer that later. Teacher Georgina, please.
Thank you. I was thinking that when I was thinking about these propositions, proposals that I was making, first of all, I thought that spelling bee contest should be for students who are in second semester or the lower semesters. And because it's too simple, right? And we're supposed to make them grow in their learning. So, for example, verbs are something that is more difficult, and it's involved in the fourth semester, third and fourth semester. And vocabulary is essential for students in all semesters. So maybe we could put aside, I don't know, it's just an idea, but maybe put aside the spelling bee and work with vocabulary. We have to make them learn a lot of vocabulary, and we have to make them learn all the verbs. So maybe we could try to start by making the contest inside the school, and then make them, for example, in Mexico City, get the winner for the Mexico City, and then make it nationwide. And probably take a year so that we can make it annually, and take the students for third and fourth semester, or I don't know, maybe from second to sixth semester, and get the best ones. Because we don't have, sometimes in second semester we have students who are with a very good English level, right? And maybe we can get one student from sixth semester to have a very good English level, I don't know, but we could make these contests with this kind of students. And maybe take a year. It doesn't really matter if it takes a year to do it.
So do you teachers think that this would be possible to do this type of contest inside the schools?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay,
First,
thank you, teacher. Yes?
First inside the school, then, for example, by state, like for example, Mexico City, Morelos, let's say Colima, let's say, yes, and then nationwide.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your suggestion. Yes?
Okay. I would like to propose why don't change the evaluations, because all the time is only writing, grammar, and never practice English. For example, the student can be evaluated with, I don't know, defending a topic, ask questions. I think that is better than all the time, because the concourse all the time are writing and never defend one topic. I think that most reinforce oral production.
Okay. Okay, great. What do you think that would be needed in order to change these evaluations? Teacher Georgina, please.
I was going to say something else. This, I have another contest. This talent shows, talent contests in English would also be great.
Okay, and how do you do this
also
contest?
By school, then by state, and then by nationwide.
Okay, thank you. We have a participation there.
In a reply to my colleague,
yes,
I really don't know what your name is. Okay, I think evolution is something that happens in your classroom, and it happens according to the way that you apply it, that you deliver it. So if you want to change the way that evolution is carried out in the classroom, you are the person, you are the one who make those changes. So I think it depends on every individual teacher in their classrooms.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Do you have any more feedback regarding the agreements? I remember in teacher Giovanni's presentation that he closed with what he compromised. So can you reinforce that part so we can all be agree that that they cannot accomplish that? Yes. You know, what you compromise as an English teacher, teach other teachers, teach your students. And
Okay. So the first one is about the use of the platform. I invite you to work with this survey. And the second one is about the certification. And we need to work with our students to get that CENI, for example, in this case. If we work with certifications at CONALEP, I think so the CONALEP will grow in the future with the certifications. If we have teachers and students certificated, and we will have more goals in the future.
okay, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Anyone else have another agreement or would like to add something to the ones that?
Okay, thanks. Another suggestion maybe could be to add to the programs technical English according with the careers that CONALEP offers. For example, in CONALEP Temuaya, we offer nursing, dental, and accountant, and it could be specific vocabulary with to the students. It is my opinion.
Okay, thank you. It's a very good feedback. What do you need? It needs to. What do you think more that it needs to be done in order to accomplish this agreement? The students' books. Thank you.
I have been working with a specific book, nursing. It is special to nursing, and it is with the context in the hospital practicing, and I think it could be, it is not change the program. It could be add the specific vocabulary only. I think it is a hard part, but CONALEP, I don't have the exact date, how many careers offers CONALEP, but it could be many of them.
Okay.
I don't know, the books. I think right now we have the same book, the students' book, Macmillan book, yes? Communicate, no? Yes,
Not anymore.
But I don't know.
Okay, but your suggestion is to add more technical
Yes,
vocabulary, right?
vocabulary.
According to each
The
specific career, in
Yes.
order so they can be more specialized in the language, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have another participation there.
And so I have a purpose in this case, an example of a student's book is like Life Year is about the CONALEP's program, and it has the rubrics in English in that book, and so that's a good point. I don't know, it's a suggest, right? The cost is 180 pesos.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Anything else you would like to add for the agreements? Okay, please.
Good afternoon. I think it would be a great idea if we can have more exchange programs for teachers to support that. And I think it is a good opportunity for teachers, just to go there, because it's not the same when you are here. And if you have the opportunity to visit other countries, maybe it could open your mind. And I also can say that it would be a great idea to go or to attend Mex de Sol, for example, ANUPI, and some other conventions for English teachers. so we can improve.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you, thank you. We are getting close to the end of this day's session. So is there any question, any other feedback or comment you would like to add? Okay.
I was going to say that for these contests, it would be pretty helpful if you as authorities would help us organize and send emails or whatever to let us know which is the moment to start, to begin, to give the invitations and all that for the students.
Okay.
So that we would be working together at the same time, so that we would have the same rhythm. That would be really helpful. And I support what Tere said. Please, more exchange programs for teachers. It's really necessary. We need it. And willing teachers to go, yes. But I would go again and again and again and again.
Yes, also to reinforce that comment, we need more willing teachers to learn, to improve, to keep training, so they can be better teachers and, for instance, better students. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, every one of you, for your feedback. There is a message from Master's Degree Maria Elena Salazar.
Okay. This is our proposal for new strategies for agreement in this national meeting, but there are some that they are not in our hands to change. For example, we cannot change the program. You can improve your strategies in class, but we can't change the program because the programmer are registered in the SEP. It's in our academic model. We have to respect this form to teach our students. You can establish strategies to improve your class, but CONALEP can't change the program because exists rules to do that. It's not easy. You can improve new strategies to encourage your students to learn English, but like CONALEP, we can't change the program in this moment. With the national strategy to teach English, I don't know what the context about this new strategy. In this moment, we have to establish new strategies in our classroom. No change the program. It's not the moment to change the program. It's not exists rule to change the program. It's not easier to do that. Yes. And the other is the same case. Do the increase the number of hours to 3 to 5? It's the same case. It's the same case. It's the same case. I have to try to explain. To increase the number of hours impact in the budget. Who pay this increment in hours? O sea, we have to work with our result that we have right now. Yes, it's easy to say, I want 2 hours more during a week. Oh yes, what? Who pay the other hours? This strategy impact in the budget, and CONALEP has not money to pay increasing the hours. This is the problem. This is the problem, teacher. I try to explain you. This is a big problem for CONALEP. CONALEP only receive the money for pay the salaries only.
Excuse. In my own opinion, I believe that it can change because all the teachers need this change. In all the programs, we have different kind of topics that we have a necessary repetition that will be to adapt to this one. By the other side, I come from Toluca. There, in which is open the language center about Chino Mandarin. Why we can open like a language center for English? That I believe that is, in my case, is most important English than Chino Mandarin in days, because it's a universal language. I believe that will be changed. That's all.
I understand, teacher. Very well. I understand. We have to study 10, 12 hours by week, but our real situation is we have only 3 hours. Yes, this is our real situation.
I got a question for you. I've been working on a lab for about 15 years, and when I started working, English classes were 5 hours. Then it were reducted by 3 hours per week. And probably it's true that you cannot do those kind of changes that we are requesting for. But something that I think you can do is manage with the authorities that can really do these things. Because if you really want good results in English language, you need to add more time. It doesn't matter that it costs more, right? Because sometimes it's true that we are giving the best in our classrooms. We are creative teachers. We are willing to learn more, right? And to give the best of us into the classroom. But of course, you need to do the same for us, right? So manage in order that we can get more hours, right? And also, there is a lot of people working in Oficinas Nacionales that they have, they are in charge of different areas, and probably you can do something with the people that can really change. It could be people from SEP, or it could be people from Secretaría de Hacienda. So I don't know. Probably you can do that, and it could be a commitment, don't you think?
Yes, teacher. I know the problem. I think that I have open mind to, in this case, to study English. I understand exactly, perfectly the problem, because you are reference to the other academic program or other academic model. I know that. I know, because in this time, I sent a lot of letters, a lot of documents to authorities of CONALEP Nacional, and I justify perfectly why we need to have at least 5 hours by week. For me, I maybe 12 hours by week, but only 3, okay. I understand perfectly, teacher. I have open mind, but in my hand is not the solution for increase the number of hours. Yes. Who have the money. And that's, I propose we have the change the topic because it's circle at the same thing. In this moment, we don't have the answer for this. Yes? Thank you.
I'm going to say something that is going to sound kind of cruel, but it's also the truth. We teachers are rebels. We have always fought for our students' education. We have been doing miracles forever, forever. We will continue doing it because we are engaged with our students' education. I know that, and you all know that. You also know it. Our government is not really interested in teaching young people. Our government is interested in other stuff. So it's not teacher Maria Elena's problem, and it's not in her hands. And it's not also in teacher Candita's hands. There's no budget to pay us more hours. They won't do it. So the only thing that we can do is continue working and giving more and more and more, as much as we can, as we have been doing and as we will continue doing, because I know you are going to do it anyway. And I know we will continue being rebels, and we will continue teaching as much as we can teach our students, even if we're tired, even if we feel that we cannot do it anymore. I know we will. So don't worry, teachers. I know you can do it, so don't argue anymore, please. I know. We will continue doing it, so don't worry. Keep on being rebels and keep on fighting, okay?
Yes, we are the...
One day we will get 12 hours, okay?
Yes, yes. You are a real teacher. Yes, for vocation. For vocation. Yes, for vocation. Yes, it's for vocation. Okay, another comment? This is a real situation. It's about, o sea, I try to looking for different solution. I during the, I don't know how many times I looking for different tools to work with English, with our teacher, with our student. And someday I found the Duolingo, but I look at the different tools without money, only with found Duolingo platform, without free. Okay, if you prefer, stop the session of this day. You have to rest. For me, no problem. I can stay until or night. Okay. Yes, for me, no problem. I am working. I'm during the day, one part of the night. For me, no problem. For you, I think, if I am talking about the same topic without looking for a solution, if the solution is not in our hand.
My comment is regarding another issue. Are we having this kind of session at the end tomorrow? It's just first. Okay. The thing is that I think we're having more sessions like this in the future. Like in the following month, they're going to be like a fourth a national meeting or something like that, right? Is that the perspective? Yes? Okay. I just wonder if in the future it could be a little bit different, the dynamics in the meetings. So probably instead of having so many plenary sessions, we can divide or split the program a little bit, like in workshops, in classrooms, with strategies and techniques that other teachers can share with the teachers, with us, to just to vary a little bit the nature of the dynamic.
Yes. Tomorrow, some teacher show you new practices. For example, contest. No, it's I practice. It's only like a new practice. It's a show to practice. Yes, and the point that said add technical English according to the career. In last semester incluye a specific model about comunicación especializada en inglés. Do you know? It's only technical and knowledge about each career. Yes? Okay. Somebody else?
Yes, I want to be a little punctual because in my state, in Nuevo León, we have a new subject that it called Comunicación en Inglés para el Turista. So we have a lot of practice, like teacher Georgina, Gina, excuse me, and I have a how can I say? I have a lot of practice with my students of fourth semester, and they have improved a lot of vocabulary, a lot of practice, and they are the same career like this. And we have tourist career, and we have food and beverages. So they show me that it can be possible because they have this motivating, and they show me the way, as it said the song, and I have how can I say? I was gladly surprising because they have and they do it well and very well. So there is it can be possible, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad with my teachers, with my students, with my school, with CONALEP. I'm so proud of them.
Yes, teacher, this is a result that the contact between el colegio estatal and different companies. This is a trayecto técnico. 3 semester. Yes. Ready? Ready? Okay. I think that this part of the national meeting, it was very, we have a lot of experiences. This is a new acknowledgement, and I think that this kind of meeting it permit to our teacher are very or increase your forces, your thinking, your acknowledgement. Okay, continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.